SUVs are all the rage today, with everyone wanting to jump on the bandwagon. Well, among the crop of SUVs, there are some original ones, and one of the most original ones is Land Rover. It's been around for 70 years and made a name for itself due to its presence in lots and lots of action movies, theatres of war, and basically showcasing the ability to go anywhere where you think twice due to the terrain. A rich history then. Well, from that rich history today, Land Rover has revived an iconic nameplate. Yes, we're talking about the 2020 Defender, and it's finally made it to the Indian shores for the first time. The Land Rover Defender has its origins in the Series 1 Land Rover that was launched in 1948, and it has stayed more or less the same in terms of appeal. The Defender name was added in 1983 and continued with various upgrades until 2016, where the previous generation car was signed off with a powerful V8 model. The new car was showcased as the DC100 concept in 2011, with this production spec model being launched globally earlier this year. Keeping true to its heritage, Land Rover has retained the boxy silhouette of the Defender range, but with elements from its modern design language to bring the Defender name into the modern era. Highlights of the fascia comprise the large Defender badge adorning the bonnet, full LED headlamps, and semicircular LED DRLs. A subtle throwback to its heritage is this mesh-like pattern in the lower half of the grille. This pattern bears a similarity to the mesh grille that was placed over the face of the Series 1 Land Rover. In profile, you can see the full extent of the Defender's boxy silhouette thanks to its straight edge roofline, flared wheel arches, and flat shoulder line. In a vehicle of this size and purpose, wheels play a very important role, and so the India spec car can be had with 9 different wheel designs in sizes ranging from 18 inches to 20 inches. If alloys aren't your thing, you can even go for some very cool looking old school white colored steel wheels that were a common sight on Land Rovers of the year. Finally, the rear is boxy too, with a rectangular frame, vertically stacked tail lamps, and a rear door mounted spare wheel to complete that go anywhere SUV look. Land Rover is also offering 4 accessory packs for the Defender: Explorer, Adventure, Country, and Urban. As their names suggest, each one represents a facet of the Defender's go anywhere ability, and you get accessories for the SUV accordingly. Step inside the cabin of the new Defender and you are welcomed by a blocky yet familiar space. Like the exterior, it's a blend of classic Defender design mixed with modern elements of the latest Land Rover design language. The dashboard is dominated by this large rectangular element that encloses both the touchscreen infotainment system and the instrument cluster. The gear lever and climate control system are attached to the center console via a separate bit of in-car real estate, as was the case with Defenders of the past. The cabin itself is a mix of chunky elements like this large steering wheel, the rectangular dashboard, as well as those visible bolts on bits of the center console. Initial impressions point to more than sufficient space for the front occupants in terms of headroom, legroom, and shoulder room. It's a similar story at the back too, with sufficient space for 2. The center occupant will not be short of space on the seat, but will have to contend with lesser legroom due to the center aircon vents. The seats split and fold in a 40-20-40 ratio for all variants. Buyers can also specify an optional third row, but it is only available for the 110 variants. This, being a Land Rover, you can get the interiors as well as the leather upholstery in a variety of colors and trims. The feature list is pretty comprehensive, as you get multi-zone climate control, air quality sensors, power seats, 360-degree parking aid with 3D surround camera, Meridian sound system, cruise control, airbags, tire pressure monitoring system, and a heated steering wheel. The new Defender is being offered with a 2-liter petrol engine producing 296 bhp and 400 Nm of torque, with an 8-speed automatic doing transmission duties. In addition, you get Land Rover's terrain response system for all-wheel drive duties, with the terrain response 2 being offered as standard for the top spec models as well as on specific packs. The off-road ability is further expanded with the 2-speed transfer case, hill descent and launch control, as well as an electronic active differential with torque vectoring. Put simply, with so much kit, it is highly unlikely that the Defender will ever leave you stranded if you are banking on its go-anywhere abilities. On a separate note, this is the first ever Defender to move from a body-on-frame design to to a unibody construction, falling in line with the rest of the Land Rover and Range Rover family. We will be able to give you a full review of the Defender's abilities once we get a chance to put it through its paces, both on the road as well as off it too. The Defender can be had in two size designations, 90 and 110. The former is 4.5 meters in length and with 3 doors only, but the latter is 5 meters in length and with 5 doors only. Both are being offered across 5 variants each and only with the 2-litre petrol engine. The Defender 90 range starts at Rs 73.98 lakh, while the Defender 110 range starts at Rs 79.94 lakh, all India ex-showroom. For all the details on the Defender range, do visit our website carwale.com.